Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. And for today, I have my friend
Charlie. Hello.
and we are going to be reacting to the second trailer for Fast 9. This is a movie that I have to say I was not intrigued by with the first trailer that we got or anything like that. I felt really underwhelmed with it. I was kind of angry at the fact that they brought back Han and things like that. But I'm hoping with this one, they might actually show how they brought Han back. So maybe if they show me how they bring him back, I might be okay enough to actually see this movie. Other than that, though, I really don't have high hopes for this. So let's see what this. Let's go on ahead and see them be fast and furious again.
To be honest, I was the exact opposite. I loved the first trailer, and I was surprised they're bringing Han back. Personally, I don't want to know how they did it because I want to see it in the movie myself. Because I want to because like I said, it's that whole idea and how much fan support Han's gotten. I mean, he's a guy that says I've died multiple times and came back. Not many franchises do it, and you got the original director from the last. I think from the fourth Fast, from Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, the fourth one, 5 and 6. Justin Lin is back doing the series in this one, so we got him back. And if anybody, he was the director that got me back into this franchise. So if he can do it, I mean, I'm excited to see what we got. So this is gonna be about over 3 minute trailer. So it doesn't reveal too much.
Let's see what we got. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
The world has a way of changing.
Okay, so they were building the house.
And we change too.
Well, here we go again with family.
There are moments that separate us. But we always come back together. Heard y'all needed a little love out here. Y'all ever thought about the wild missions we've been on? We've taken out planes, trains, tanks. I'm not going to think about the submarine. And now we got cars flying in the air. Who is he?
Jakob is Dom's brother.
Been a long time, Dom. Little brother. You always say never turn your back on family, but you turned your back on me. Now your little family is in my world. Are you ready? Whatever's on you, is you ready? It's on us. Are you ready?
He's got his own private army. We need help.
What's it got? What's it got? What's it got?
You're ready.
Is you ready? Whole squad ready.
So how do y'all want to play this?
Fast. We going on. We going on. Whole squad ready.
Okay, this is a bad time to mention this, but I don't drive. Brother against brother. This should be interesting. But could you kill him? If you fight for me, would you die?
Crank it all the way up.
Get back with the soldiers. Get back.
Man, we messing with Yankees now?
Folks don't wake up. Get back in front. Yeah, every day we gave up. Even when we die, we raise up. Yeah!
It's good to be back.
We got no white flag and no tree. We got the product. We got the tools.
We supposed to stop that?
Hold on! We on wild. We on the loose. People is blind. We are the king. Yes!
I spent my entire life in your shadow. And now, you spend the rest of yours. Living in mine.
We on wild. We on the loose.
Not today. Really? Duct tape? You acting like we on our way to Home Depot.
I don't want to die!
Well, well, I like the stunts. I liked some of the humor in it. I definitely like the whole entire aspect where they're cranking it up and then reflecting some of the armored truck, like an opposite,
like magnetics.
Right, the magnetics is something
if
I
there's
like.
only one franchise that would do this, it's this one. To be honest, I mean, they're cranking it up. I'm in. I've been with them since the fourth movie. I mean, I didn't care for the first one. I remember falling asleep, and it's nothing really spectacular. Second one, let's just forget about that. I didn't even watch. I watched part of Tokyo Drift, but I knew what happened in it. The fourth one was what really got me back in it. 5 is by far my favorite.
6 is always going to be my favorite, to be honest.
5 was fantastic. 6 was just as good, and I loved how they wrote in the 7. That was entertaining too. Jason Statham in it. I mean, I enjoyed the 8th one mainly because Charlize Theron was just she plays good villains. So there's very few people who can do it. And she's very vindictive. But that's just her as an actress, and she's just great, right. and that's why seeing her back as the villain, I'm intrigued because I want to know how they're gonna build into what happened in Hobbs and Shaw, like the organization. Like I said, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna get. Hopefully, The Rock will be in the last one, whatever they do. Which I think the last one is. I forgot what the last one like that one's supposed to be out soon. And obviously, I think that one's going to be the final one in this franchise. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're at Fast 9. Yeah, so Fast 10, the 10th one, it's going to be the last one in this specific one. And I'm pretty sure they're going to bring The Rock in there because they're going to try to make everything full circle. Like I said, seeing those stunts and then the chance they're going to potentially go to space. I mean, it's not, like I said, they're talking about new Mission Impossible series going into space. So it's not like it's gonna so they just beat them to the punch. I'm in.
I'm sorry. I'm definitely not in. I mean, I like here's the thing. The first one you can actually say it's a remake of Point Break, pretty much. Which, before the actual remake of Point Break actually came out.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about that.
Right, and then. The second one came out. I liked aspects of it, didn't love it as a whole. And then, of course, here's the thing. I'm with you with the 5th one. The 5th one is my favorite, but let's just be honest. Tokyo Drift was really close to making it become a straight-to-DVD release of all Fast and Furious movies. It came really close to hitting that straight-to-DVD level of stuff until the 5th one came out.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I liked everything after Tokyo Drift, all except maybe... I liked aspects of Fate and Furious and everything, but I didn't like that as much as I wanted to. But here's the thing. I understand what they're going for. I understand this is going to be a 2.5-hour movie. We can just turn your brain off for 2.5 hours. Just enjoy getting your popcorn filled, stuffing your face with popcorn and stuff like that. But for me, it's like, okay, I've seen them ride around backwards before. They're rebuilding the house. I saw that. I was wondering when they were going to start doing that again because of the fact in the 7th movie that they blew it up.
Yeah. They didn't really talk about in the 8th one. That's why I like them rebuilding the house. I mean, it's going back because, and then again, we got because the 8th one was a different director. Right. So this one they got 7 was a different director. It was James Wan. So they had 2 different directors after the 6th one, and it's now Justin Lin's back into it. So I think he's trying to tie everything back up because there's aspects that probably didn't I'm glad he's brought Cypher back. I'm glad she's back because she is to anybody that didn't see the 8th one, you're wondering why is she back? She escaped. I mean, it's just pretty simple. But seeing her back in there, and I'm intrigued more because we get to see more from Helen Mirren and the Shaw family. You guys I think, like I said, her driving the car does remind me of the only good part of Red 2 was her driving the car. So seeing her being able to do doing the drifting or whatever they're gonna do in that car, and in this shocking Vin Diesel. I mean, not many people can say they can bitch slap Jason Statham and outdrive Vin Diesel. Helen Mirren can say I did that. because she flat out bitch slapped Jason Statham in the eighth movie. It's like, don't talk to your brother like that. And then now driving Vin Diesel. I mean not many people could say they did that, which I think that, and getting John Cena in there to getting him in there is to play Dom's brother. I think that's kind of cool. Then again, John Cena's got like a huge summer. He's got that one, and he's got the Suicide Squad. And
Right.
I'm a fan of his. Sure, his early acting movies weren't great, but I think, like I said, he can be pretty funny, and like I'm excited to see him and join this franchise. He's like their replacement for The Rock in a sense for this one early on. But I'm excited to see where this goes because I've been with them since the fourth movie, and I want to see how they finish this. So hopefully I see this in the theaters. Like I'm really hoping to. But we'll see. But I'm insulted. Like this, the car crashing through the building remind me of the fifth one with the vault.
Yeah, the vault.
I mean that the fifth one really changed the game of action sequences.
Yeah.
Like them with the vault. Then of course you got The Rock in it, and then The Rock is just he can do no wrong at this point right now. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see where it goes. And this is like one of those ones where he's like, oh, why are they still doing this? Why are they still? It makes money. I mean, that's why they're doing it.
Right, exactly.
Like this is gonna be a huge moneymaker because this was supposed to be out last year. Then they were supposed to be out this May. Then they delayed it to June. So this one's been a long this one was actually last April, and then they delayed it a whole year with COVID. So I think, like I said, I'm ready. Like I said, I'm glad they gave us another trailer, but I was sold on this already. So I'm intrigued to learn how did Han survive, because I can kind of see a little bit how he was able to survive, like just the way the quick cuts they did of the car crashing and stuff. I can see how they bring him back. I don't think they would bring anybody else back, but it's also nice seeing the Jordana Brewster back as Dom's sister Mia, and see her get in some action sequences, because lately they've been giving Michelle Rodriguez a lot of cool action sequences, and she can fight.
Yeah, she can. I definitely like the stunt work with Michelle Rodriguez. I definitely like the fight sequences that Dom's sister has and stuff like that too. But for me, there's a difference between Mission Impossible and there's a difference between Fast and the Furious. Normally, now I'm going to be the one who says this, but normally when they put a movie that does not belong out in space and everything, it normally winds up being like the last. I know it's the last movie in the franchise for the 10th movie, but normally that's where it starts bombing. Once you start putting characters and certain elements from this movie franchise into space, that's usually when it starts tanking. So for me, I'm at a 1 with this.
I know you're gonna say that.
I'm at a 1. I'm gonna be honest.
I think it's gonna be at the end of the movie anyway. It's not gonna be the whole movie. It's not gonna be in space. I got a feeling they're gonna end this on a cliffhanger for the 10th one. That's how I see this going. Because that's what they're gonna be doing with the next Mission Impossible movie, ending it on a cliffhanger, because the 8th one is gonna be the last one in that franchise. So I can see how that ended, because like you said, I see the opening, like this is gonna be at least a 2-hour movie. I mean, usually most of them have been. Some of them have been an hour and 53. But for this one, I see a little bit longer. It's not gonna be 2.5 hours. I think it's gonna be in the 2-hour mark, so I think it might be that. But like I said, I still think it's gonna be a fun 2 hours. I mean, that's the whole point of these movies. It's just that. I mean, they're like the stunt work and like that. If you're going and thinking for plot, then
no.
I don't know what to tell you. And then these are gonna make money. Like, I mean, like I said, this one's gonna make a ton of money. It may not do, like, it might do really well stateside, but it's the international market that makes this money, and that's why they're gonna finish it with the 10th one. I mean, so I'm excited. I'm definitely a solid 4.
Okay.
I'm hoping to see this in the theaters. We'll see what happens in June, but I'm pumped. Yeah, I want to see Dom and Vin Diesel and John Cena fight each other, because if it's anything like The Rock and Vin Diesel, that first fight sequence, the build up to it, it's gonna be great. And I think that, and then the irony, you got Justin Lin back and he can make some cool hand-to-hand fight sequences, because that the Rock fight in the 5th one is one of my favorites. Michelle Rodriguez and Gina Corona on the sixth one in the subway. That fight scene was just awesome. So I think he can make some good fight scenes, and I think this one's going to be just as good.
Okay. All right, guys. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on the Fast and the Furious 9 trailer or the F9 trailer? Tell us what you think below. Also, too, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Also, too, you guys can go on ahead and follow us on Facebook at Movie Lovers TV Lovers Unite over there. Of course, you guys can go on ahead and follow us underneath the same brand on Instagram as well as on Pinterest. And then, of course, you can get an audio-only podcast version of our shows where you guys get your podcast from. And then, of course, go on ahead and do this too. Donate to the page. How do you do that? You're just going ahead and go to www.gofundme.com/Movie Lovers Podcast. And then, of course, go to www.movieloversunite.com for all your movie needs and wants. And then, of course, follow me on Twitter at Movie Lovers Unit over there. And then you can also follow me over into Stereo underneath the same name of Movie Lovers Unit over there. And then you can go on ahead and email me at movieloversunite@gmail.com. And those are all the places that you can reach me at. Always until next time, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. Can't wait to do this again. And bye-bye.